All right, good morning, traders. I am still holding my swing on OBLN. Well, it wasn't originally a swing, but I'm still holding it. It's down a little bit. Holding up the 100 on the 15. If it dumps right out the gate, I'm going to be hopping out. So, I'll eat this loss. But I wasn't able to watch it yesterday. I actually forgot about that. I forgot that I was even in this play because we did the interview and everything else right after the live stream. And I didn't remember until after hours yesterday. And I was like, oh, yeah, that play. I forgot that I was in that. But I'm only in 30 shares, so it's not that big a deal. Let's see if it can if it continues this upward trend that it's on. There's a few other plays. ANVS has no volume right now, but I would definitely keep an eye on it. This is a continuation pattern on the daily. This wick is not a great sign, but it didn't do much yesterday, so if volume starts coming back into it, we could see it move. Good morning, Michelle. Let's see, an OWL popped, but it's not doing much. Let's see, let me check the SPY, see what's going on. How's the market looking this morning? And so the market trying to push back up, maybe for a new high, close to new high in the market, but I don't know. I'm skeptical still. It is holding that trend line. So yeah, right out the gate, I'll be watching OBLN, make sure it doesn't crack all its support. Yeah, see, I don't know about it. It was fine up here, but now it's dropped down to 375. It's going to be a little sketchy probably out the gate. But we'll see. Oops. No CGN. They just submitted something to the FDA, but that's not really any news. See if OBLN's gonna be able to pop back up here or not. It's looking pretty sketchy on the 1 minute. ANVS starting to pop a little bit. So let's go to 5 minute here. It's got all these resistance lines above it here. That 56. It is getting a little bit of tension. Said this is a continuation pattern, so could get going. Okay, OBLN starting to come back up to 4. Yeah, very nice. TLC down to the that 9 EMA. Look at this on the 1 minute. See if I can hold. Seven is trying to hold here. CMOSY up to 410. Look at this nice rebound. This is what I was saying about this yesterday. It's so bullish. Yeah, now it's crossed back over. I might actually have to add to that position if it keeps doing what it's doing. I'm gonna add 30 shares just to average down a little bit too. See, that brought my average down to 417, so it's a lot better average. Because it is looking pretty decent here, bouncing off of all those indicators right there. TLC cracking still. This is one of those SPAC mergers. Could be interesting. AMVS slowly creeping up. There's a couple of different possible plays here. UYEN. What do you got? And they got a joint venture going on. Actually, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Positive top line results. Phase 3. Interesting. Let that consolidate for a minute. OBLN still holding as far. Oh, see PRS. This is another possible play, although it's going to run into a lot of resistance. Couple of different options here. We have a bit of a hot market. Peers, what do they got? They got a collaboration with Gentech. Some big buyers coming in there. So where's this pre-market high at? Pre-market high is at 258. Starting to get a crossover too on the 1 minute. Interesting. Very interesting. So big buyer sitting there at 237. I'm going. There's a lot of buying coming in here. I am up a little high, more higher than I would like, but the 9 is starting to cross over the 50. And if this big buyer can stay in here and sellers can't take him out, then it doesn't have a choice but to go up. OBLN up to 420. There we go. Now we're starting to move on this. Now look right here. The 20 days crossing over the 50 right there. Having a little pullback. That's all right for now. Let's check on OBLN. Yeah, OBLN, like I said yesterday, it's pretty bullish. It could keep running. This is why I swung it. So I ended up holding it, besides the fact I forgot about it. But, yeah, very nice. Up to 425 so far. Go ahead, OBLN. Do your thing. Appears still holding this 240 area. So I got two possible profitable plays here. OBLN still going up to 430. Starting to break out here a little bit on PRS. That 250, where the pre-market high is on PRS, is going to be tough because you got pre-market at 258 and the 200 at 259. Yeah, go ahead, OBLN. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. Is that a girl? Look at this cross on the. Look at the 1 minute. Look at that little cross. And 9 just squeaking right on over. It is still struggling at this 240. It is a concern. It needs to break that 240 soon. That's what I was saying when I first looked at it. These two indicators are above it, so it's not quite bullish. But on the 1 minute, it is turning bullish. OBLN, you're all right. Just a little pullback here. Nothing wrong with that. Appears up to 245. There goes the Doge. He's freaking out. See, it looks like we're going to test that 250 here. I don't expect 250 to be that strong because, like I said, 259 and 258 is going to be the real deal. But we'll see. 250 could hold. It's having problems with 245 at the moment, so we shall see. Yeah, LBLN looks real good. I like what LBL's doing. We may have a little bit of a pullback here to the 9 or the 20 day. And now there's a big seller there at 240. We got all those indicators right there. Let me make sure that that holds up. So let's go to a 5 minute. Let's see what everything's looking like on a 5 minute. We could pull back down to 225 on this 5 minute. I don't know if I want to hold it down there, but let's see. Yeah, LBLN looking real good. I'm gonna stay on PIRS for now because I think LBLN's fine. ANPC. Let's pop over here real quick. So we are getting a pullback on PRS. It's pretty bearish. And it's got to break 586 where that 200 day is, and then you got resistance at 6, and then you got the pre-market high at 638. I mean, if it can come back up, it does have all the indicators where they're supposed to be, so the price just has to get back above that 20 day. BLN still pulling back there. You can see PRS coming back down to the 20 on the 1 minute. So that will be nice little support if I can continue to hold. Looks like it's going to. Well, BLN, it's back down there too. Yeah, see on the 1 minute on AMPC, you're going to be running into all these indicators. And you need this until this 20 day, the green one, until it gets over or starts crossing these indicators. It's probably gonna keep selling off. You need to see some type of crossover there. So far, PRS is holding it up. If we can continue that. But AMPC is kind of the same situation as PRS, except AMPC is a little bit. Like I said, the 1 minute is a totally different picture, which is concerning. You see some buyers come back in on PRIS. There they come. There they come. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Very nice. Pushing back over that 240. That's what I like to see. See, EYEN looks really good too. Possibly. Text? Is that... What are you saying? Are you... Is that supposed to be a ticker symbol you want me to look at? Or are you just saying the word text? Oh, here we go. We're looking real good here on PRS. If this can break over this 250, nice bounce off of the 1 minute there. I'm just struggling with this 245 area. Very nice. OBLN still looking very nice. Oh, here we go. We're over the 245. Let's see if bits start stacking there. Alright, so we're attacking that 250 right now. Let's see if it can break over 250 here. Oh, yeah, we're looking really good. Very nice. Now if we can push for a new high, I'm going to lock it out at the new high. 250 still holding up as a little resistance. We did push through it. Now EYEN starting to crack down a little bit. Boy, that looks insane on LADS. All them lines I drew. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Do the thing. I can't get this line. Alright, that's enough of this chart. I'm not messing with this chart. It's making me crazy. Alright, so we're testing 250 again. Man, looks like it's starting to break. There we go. See, we need to start seeing bids stack at 250. It may have to pull back down again. It may pull back down to 240 right there at the 20-day and then have to make its way back up. But we'll see. If it can break here in the next couple of minutes, it'll be good to go. See, OBLN coming back down a little bit. Keep a close eye on OBLN, make sure it's not going to crack. Let's go to 15 minutes, see what we got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, PRS is looking real good on the 15 minute. Let's check OBLN on the 15. OBLN's okay. You see it started doing a little crossover there. Alright, text again from I have no idea what you're saying by putting text or what you mean. And let me look. Whoops. Is there yeah, man, ain't no ticker symbol text. You're just talking crazy. That name can't be a real name. There's no way that name's real. The last name doesn't even have a vowel in it. So let's see. We might get a push here. It's getting real close to that pre-market high. Let's see. Yeah, creeping, get real close. Getting real close. Ooh, we're right here at it now. Let's see. Let's see if we can make a new high. This might turn into a decent sized breakout if it can break that 200 day at 260. I mean, this is basically the last big line of resistance. Oh, we're going. Oh, that's what I was saying. Now we're starting to move. Just hit that new high a day. I'm going to lock out 30 up here at the high a day. I'm going to hold 70 for a minute, though, and see if this can continue to run here, because it popped a little quicker than I was expecting. I thought we were going to get it hung up in that pre-market and the 200 day, and right now it looks like it may start. Yeah, here we go. Very nice. How much more you got left in you, PRS? OBLN may be giving up. Still okay on the 5. If this 200 day and the pre-market can hold there. What's up, Elvis? Good morning, buddy. We may top out right here. Let me look at this on the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on closer. I appreciate it as always, Elvis. Keeping up on that like button, keeping that YouTube algorithm in check. That YouTube algorithm gave me a Charlie horse the other day. I was just walking by and just kneed me right in the side of my leg. The Charlie horse took me out like that. I was rolling on the ground yelling, "Man down!" We're getting a little nice little consolidation here. The 20-day is starting to catch up, which means this could really start running here very soon. If it can catch up before this starts to crack down. It may pull back to 247 where the 20-day is, but right now we're looking pretty solid. Yeah. Obi Allen's got to hold that $5 mark if it's gonna break. Hey man, you gotta work. If you're busy, You gotta do your thing. Like I tell you guys, don't worry about my pockets. Worry about your own pockets. So that's what you do. You gotta work. You gotta work. Gotta make sure those pockets are good to go. I think we're gonna get a breakout here in a second. So we're getting close to pushing for another new high, and there's not much else. Maybe 275.3 might be some resistance. I'm not sure where everybody is today. They're quiet. They were, I got this little new. Well, it's not a new strategy, but it's new-ish to me. That I started using over the weekend on cryptos and worked really well. So I'm using it on stocks now too, because it originally was a stock thing, and they were all betting that I would last a week with this strategy. So we'll see. Let's see how long I stick with it. So I figured they'd be here today, gung-ho, ready to talk some trash to me, but so far, not really seen the rest of them. Don't know. Maybe they're quietly trading. There is a lot of possible plays today. I mean, there's a lot of volume in the penny stock world, so. PRS wants to break this 200 so bad. See, OBLN's cracking down. At the moment, though, it's still okay. Let's see. Let's look at the 15. Yeah, it's all right. It's on the 15. Now see, look, 20 is catching up. The 20 is almost there to where the candles are. When that happens, we should see it go boom again. Should get another push up. If it's gonna continue here, we got just a minute or two before it starts really pushing. If it's going to do it, Well, OBLN's cracking pretty hard and may be done. It was looking so good earlier. You got all the way up to 440 and you just gave up on me. So I'm probably going to have to get out of OBLN. I'm going to give it a second to try to hold up, but I don't like the way it's looking. See, the bids are trying to stack at 260, but getting taken out there. There you go, OBLN. Come back above 4. I don't know. Yeah, I guess DB Springer's MIA, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the old DBs. It's alright. Let's see, we're coming back down. Meet the 9 EMA there. I'm gonna look around while we're waiting on that to do its thing. Start clearing some things off the watch list. Lego still looks pretty decent. I don't like TLC anymore. It's looking pretty done at the moment. ANVS is definitely done for now. Al's not doing anything. OCGN looks like it's probably done as well. Now PRIS, here's where we want to see the bounce. Now that the 9 is right, or the 20 days right there with the chart, the candles, we want to see another bounce off of the 20 day like this one. SPY having a little bit of a drop off. Interesting. Come on, PRIS. Do I got to sing to you to get this breakout here? Because I will. I will serenade you all day long if you'll move up to 275. Even better would be 3. All right, so we're just waiting to see here. Get this pop. If not, if we don't start getting the pop here soon, I'm probably gonna get out and just take this little profit. Here we go. It might be coming right here. Yeah, here we go. Very nice. Just hit a new high at 267. That was just barely above the old high though. Let's see if it can push any more. Hmm. I wonder if it's the market affecting it. If the SPY's causing issues. Yeah, we're still kind of in a mixed market. It shouldn't affect as long as the SPY doesn't drop down hard. If this can be an engulfing candle here over the top of this red candle, it would look really good to go. Let's see, what are we on? We're on the 1 minute. Okay, the 5 minutes fixing to close. Let's see here on the 5 minute. And a lot of selling pressure. You see that. You see where it's getting held at. It's getting held right at the 200 day at 260. So that's holding up as some strong resistance. No, the 20 is almost caught up to the candles on the 5 minute. Yeah, I don't know if I want to hold it all the way back down to that 238 area. Yeah, I really don't. We do have the 50 day on the 1 minute here. Let's see if that can hold up. Check OBLN. Yeah, OBLN's looking alright. It's not dying off yet. Still holding its gains, so we're all good there. Alright, I'm getting very close to hopping out the rest of the way on PIS. Used to hold 250. It is trying to hold 250. So we did get the interview with Charles Allen from BTCS. That interview, part one of the interview, will be coming out today. And there was a lot of good information that Charles gave us about his company. So if you like BTCS, or if you like cryptos and stocks, definitely going to want to check out that video, hear what he's got to say about BTCS. This needs to hold up. Needs to hold on this 50-day, so I can get back above the 20-day. If not, it's going to start coming back down here real soon. I'm getting very close to locking this out if this don't start turning around. Yeah, I'm going to lock it out. It looked like 245 was going to crack there, and then it didn't. Buyers came back in, so I probably jumped out a little too early. But OBLN still looking good. Give me just a few minutes here. I'm going to take a quick little breather, and then I'll be right back. And we'll get into some questions and conversations, discussions, all of that. And maybe look for another trade. I'll have to check my funds, see how much I got left to trade with. Alright, give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right, so yeah, it's still kind of holding up, but I didn't want to hold it down any longer, so I'll take that small profit there. OBLN is getting a little sketchy. Yeah, it's below, still above on the 15-minute. The volume has really died off since that initial pop out the gate. Not much. There was a lot of volume in pre-market, but nothing's really moving right at the moment. The SPY's just kind of going sideways. Pop back to the 5-minute. Yeah, it just dropped. Look at that. That's not normal. That is almost a barcode. I'm skeptical of Bitcoin personally, and I said that on the crypto channel the other day. For one, we don't know who made it. Satoshi Nakamoto is not a real person as far as anybody can prove, and nobody knows really where Bitcoin came from. I have some conspiracy theories, but the bottom line is Bitcoin doesn't really have any functions other than to be currency. It's the store of value debate. I can't call it a store of value after it just dropped 20 something $1,000 in a matter of 2 days. The whole point of a store of value is to keep your money safe. So, I mean, it did rebound back up to 40 or whatever, but still, that's a very risky store of value to call it a store of value. So I don't know. I'm skeptical of Bitcoin. I'm way more bullish on Ether than I am Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's the first, and like I always say, the first is not always the best, and it's hard to build anything on the Bitcoin blockchain, where Ethereum already has tons of altcoin projects that are being built on top of the blockchain, running beside the blockchain. There's a whole lot more use cases for Ethereum than there is Bitcoin. So, like, I have a little Bitcoin left, but I've never had a lot of Bitcoin anyway. I've always been real skeptical of it. My biggest crypto holding is Litecoin, and Litecoin did take a big hit, but I mean, Litecoin is really better than Bitcoin. It's faster and cheaper, and it's off the same blockchain. It's a fork from blockchain. It's just better. That's why it's called Litecoin. Fast and easy and light to transact with. So I think Litecoin's better at what Bitcoin does, and we know who invented Litecoin. It was Charlie Lee. So I've always liked Litecoin better than Bitcoin. I just wish the whole crypto market would stop following what Bitcoin does, because it doesn't make any sense for Bitcoin to drop and drag the whole rest of the market down. It's just some type of psychological reaction that happened. I mean, it's the same thing, Bitcoin and all the cryptos went on a massive run over the past 3 months. Well, past 6-7 months. And let's see, I might have to get out of OBLN. This is really getting close to cracking. But we saw everybody running in to cryptos while they were hot, and a lot of people were buying at the top. I mean, they were buying Bitcoin at 60K and Ethereum at 4,000, and like they were buying all at the top. Like I was in all that stuff in December when Bitcoin first broke back over 20K. So the same thing is happening on the negative side. It's happening on the positive side. All those people who got in at those high prices who just got destroyed over the weekend and freaked out because they thought it was going to be the end of Bitcoin, they all sold, and there's just all a bunch of panic selling, just everybody panicking. So I mean, I definitely think it's possible Bitcoin could get to 70,000. I mean, it wasn't that far before. I originally thought it was going to get to 75, and it got to 65 and stopped. So I was about 10,000 off, because I knew it wasn't going to 100,000. A lot of people say 100,000 on this run, and that was just too unlikely. I mean, it was already massively up, so yeah, I think I'm going to have to get out of this. It's not looking good. Too much selling pressure below $5. You can see every time it's come close to $5, just big wicks on these daily candles. Sellers pushing it all the way back down. Yeah, looks like it may be about to cross over on the 15. I think I'm about to get out here. Came out the gate looking so good. And then just gave up. But like I said, the SPY right now, this sidewaysness is a lot of indecision. Yeah, see, we're still going sideways. When you look at it on the 1 minute. This is a lot of indecision of consolidation, whether or not the SPY is going to push up or if it's going to drop. Now, what is this? Homeland Security says they won't tolerate air passengers who refuse masks. I mean, the CDC just said, not a big deal about masks. This is crazy. That's when the government is doing too much. When they start overreaching and start going against, their whole thing was don't go against the science, and now they're like, we're going against the science. Like, what? Like, y'all need to figure out what's going on. I swear. I swear a baked potato could do a better job than our government's doing right now. Silver, I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull up the old trading view and see. And silver trying to break back over at 28. See, we're on the 30-minute. Let me go to the 4-hour. I like looking at the 4-hour for precious metals. Yeah, silver's nice and bullish. Still looking good. Gold up to 1900. I'm telling you guys, gold's going to be at 2000 very soon. Platinum is undervalued right now. There's no reason really why platinum should be that low. Palladium's having a pullback, but platinum's undervalued. I may start buying more platinum than silver here soon, because I think silver is going to start moving along with gold, and I got plenty of silver, but I only have a little bit of platinum. I'd like to get some more. See, even on the RSI, it's under bought. 11.85 an ounce, so not bad. I don't know. I have to look more at platinum. It's got its uses. It's got a lot of uses. See, on the one, let's see, let me get off the 1 minute here. Yeah, see how the 20 is starting to point down? These candles are dragging everything down. So OBLN needs to get back above 4, get back above all these indicators if it's going to try to continue its bull run that it's been on. SPY still going sideways. This is, ooh, we are about to have a drop on the SPY. This is a squeeze that's happening, and it is not looking good. Like if the SPY rebounds here, I will be very, very surprised. I think this is going to drop off here. I mean, it probably won't be a huge drop, but it's probably gonna drop back down that 416 area here very soon. But that's killing the volume right now. The SPY needs to go one way or the other. When it goes sideways like this, you just don't get much volatility in anything because traders are basically sitting on why you want to buy it all at one time? I mean, do what you want. If you want to, buy a whole ounce or a whole kilo of silver or whatever. But I like to buy it in the dips. I like to buy smaller quantities, personally. But hey, if you want to go buy that much silver all at once, you go for it. Oh, and another thing is too. Let me pull back up TradingView, and nobody's on the news talking about this. I've seen a little bit about inflation from the mainstream media, but not much. The rest of mainstream media is just talking about how bad Republicans are and how great Democrats are. And this is Fox News, and it's doing the opposite. So, not really anything there. But you go look at the index, the dollar index, which I've been talking about. It cracked below that area that I was saying. So, the dollar is really, really getting ready to, it's getting close to dropping. It does not look good for the US dollar. Oh, OBLN popped back up a little bit there. Let's see if maybe OBLN's going to come back to life here. Yeah, SPY's getting close to cracking that area. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. SPY's starting to crack. So I'm going to keep an eye on OBLN, make sure that it doesn't crack with the SPY, because that could happen. You want a bar in your hand? Well, 100 ounces is going to be a big bar. So I've got a 5 ounce bar, and it fits in my hand. So 100 ounces is going to be 20 times that size. That would probably be a pretty big bar. I don't know how big your hands are. I got little Trump hands, so I can't I can't even hold a margarita glass with 2 hands. So of course I'm just joking, but I don't have the biggest hands, so. PRIS holding up right here. I might try to go on PRS again. I might go 40 shares here. It's starting to come up. Let's see, I'm just concerned about the SPY dropping now. Oh. Yeah, don't want to go.
SPY back up over 419. I don't know. I do not know. I like that PRS is holding its gain so far. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, I ain't got enough. Let's see. There we go. Miscalculated. It's where I get 249. That's alright. I'm fine with 249. So starting to get the 9 crossing back over the 50. So if this can break back over 250, it should start moving again. There we go. There we go. Starting to push back over 250 now. The SPY is probably going to... Yeah. SPY may pull everything down. I'm really concerned about it dropping hard here and shortly. There we go. Testing 250 again. There's some decent amount of sellers. They're slowly getting taken out though. A lot of selling. There we go. Now 250 starting to crack down. Damn, a lot of selling at 251. So there's still a lot of sellers in this. See if 250 can start holding that support. We do have some big bids on 250 right now, as long as they can stay in there. The spot is hanging on by a thread right now. It is just barely hanging on. Look at this on the 5-minute real quick. Yeah, look good on the 5-minute. Look good to go there. Well, we're supposed to close here in a week. Ran into a bit of a snag, but I'm working on it. So we may not close in. We may end up closing in 3 weeks instead of a week, but we're going to get it. It's just a snag on the financial side because they want me to pay something off and I don't want to pay it off. Because all my other finances are kind of locked down right now because they got it all where I can't touch much of my finances without messing up the loan. So the only way that I could get the money before closing to pay this little line of credit I got off is by selling about half my gold and silver, which I really don't want to do. So them locking me up kind of put me in a tight situation, but if I have to, I will. I also have some gold and silver stocks too that I could sell. I really don't want to sell them either because they're going up. I'm literally up on every single silver and gold stock that I'm in right now. On the new trading, the new trading platform. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys. You guys are here every day. You can hear. So this is the plan. We partnered with TradingView, right? This is TradingView right here. Okay, I love this TradingView platform, but you can't directly buy or sell with this platform. But what you can do is you can connect brokers to it. So I'm looking at TradeStation right now as my stockbroker, and I've got Gemini already connected to this. See if I connect Gemini right there, it may try to ask for my password. Yeah, it's gonna ask for my password, so I'm not gonna pull that up right now. But I've got Gemini connected for my cryptos, and I'm trying to get TradeStation fully set up to try it out. So I don't know which one I'm going to be using, but I'm going to be for stocks yet. But I am going to be switching to using TradingView. The broker will be one of those, and there's some deals and stuff. But I'm switching to TradingView. Now the partnership with TradingView is almost an affiliate partnership, but it's more than that. It's not like Robinhood or Webull affiliate links where anybody can do it. You have to be an influencer with a certain amount of subscribers to get into this partnership program. And what my goal is if for people who want to switch over to how I'm going to do it, that's why I say give me a couple of days, because I've been working on getting it all set up. Because I like TradingView has some awesome stuff. Like this stock screener is amazing. Let's see, where is it at? Performance. Yeah, so I can see on a 1 minute when stocks are moving, which is amazing. And then you have all these filters, but it's super easy. It's way easier to use than Thinkorswim. So I want to do my float. There's my float. All right, and then I want to do my, whoops, where'd you go? Come back up here, screener. I know what I just hit. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm being stupid. There we go. And then, so that's the assets. I don't care about the assets. And then volume. So then I can do my volume very easily. All right, so we got the volume in there. Let's make sure the float stayed. Oh, come on, what are you doing? I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, the float stayed. So now I can go to 1 minute change. And right there we can see TTO just popped up 9%. So you can go to 5 minute change. There's like a lot of different things with these screeners. I like these screeners a lot. And then it updates like every 15 seconds. You can go to 1 month change if you want. And there's all types of little things you can do with the screener. And then I just like the way that TradingView looks a lot better. There's more that you can do on the graphs. This is a very pleasing setup to my eyes. I gotta figure out where my volume goes. I'm still working on getting used to it. But anyway, what I was gonna do for you guys, if you want to switch over, yeah, TradingView is awesome for crypto. It's good for stocks too. I've pretty much put all my watch list on TradingView or I'm working on it. See, I got one of my crypto watch list, and then I've got crypto positions that I'm in right now. I'm not in all of these anymore, but I was in most of these. It looks like they got a pullback. But you can make these little things. The only thing with TradingView, it does cost a little money, but it's not that expensive. So what we're going to do for everybody from Framework Fortune, if you use the affiliate link or the partner link to sign up for TradingView, then you will get free membership to the frameworkfortune.com website for the life of your TradingView account. So that way, you like, because I don't really myself really want to pay for TradingView, but I am at the moment, but I like it, and it's not that expensive. Like, it's only like $14 a month or something. So that's what I'm saying. I'll give everybody free membership to frameworkfortune.com if they sign up for TradingView. And then the top 100 signups, I will do one-on-ones on Google Meetings to set it all up with the top 100 signups. So that way, because it can be a little confusing, but I can help you guys put it together. It's not really that confusing. It's just that you got to put all the moving pieces together, and once you got all the pieces together, I mean, you're all good. But like if hold on, I'll log in the Gemini over here so you guys don't have to see that. See, we are moving up on both of these guys right now. Very nice. Okay, so let me log into Gemini real quick, and I'll show you how you can buy directly off of TradingView. But I'm getting tired of Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim's been great, but I'm really nervous at what they're going to do, going to Charles Schwab, how they're going to change it. And I'd rather just get out of it here soon than wait for that. And then, because I don't want to be like in the middle of a trade and then them take over and do some funky stuff or something. I don't know. It's sketchy, and I don't like Charles Schwab. So there's a lot of reasons why I've been looking for somewhere else. And I'm also going to look up, supposedly you can connect any broker. If you can connect any broker, I'm going to try to connect Fidelity, because I do have Fidelity, and Fidelity has a lot of options. So let's see. Yeah, so right here I'm in Gemini. You can see Gemini. I'm on Gemini for that. And then if I go, where's it at? I just started doing this. I just started setting this all up like 3 days ago, so I'm still trying to remember where everything is. Where's that order thing? Is that it? Let's see. No. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Oh, here it is. Show order panel. So, and it's going to say most of these are non-tradable because I haven't got the Gemini account all the way set up. But you can trade directly off of TradingView with Gemini for cryptos and with TradeStation for stocks. So, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You got a nice little order thing here. As soon as I get this set up, this will be, able to be traded. So let's see what's that saying. Switch the symbol. Oh yeah. So okay, you can see there. I can grab scale. You got a little quantity, a little order price. It doesn't have a market order on for Gemini, but that's all right. Cryptos don't move that fast, really. So I'm working on it. I want to work with TradingView. I like TradingView. I like this product a lot. I've been using the charting for a while, and I've started really customizing it to my preferences. And there's just so much stuff. It's just so much easier than Thinkorswim to find everything. Like, you can literally click around and find everything. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what we're going towards. Which market? all the markets, stocks, cryptos. So for sure, I'm going to be working with TradingView. That's what I'm going to be trading off of. I don't know for sure if it'll be TradeStation. I'm not really concerned about what broker I'm going to connect to, just because I like TradingView. All I'm going to be using the broker for is just to buy and sell the stocks. I'm not going to be using their platforms or any of that. I'm just going to buy and sell right off of TradingView. But with TradingView, that way I have my crypto trading and my stock trading together. And that way I don't have to have a bunch of different accounts for everything. And I can just see it all on one platform, all my charting and all of that, and it keeps everything organized, because I've got to be organized with everything that I've got going on. And let me tell you, I'm not the best at organization, so I like that premise, to be able to trade them both on one platform. But yeah, like I said, anybody who signs up for TradingView through the affiliate link will get free membership to frameworkfortune.com for life, for the life of your TradingView account. And that way you just get more value by me partnering with them, because like I said, I don't like the fact that you have to pay for TradingView, but to me it's worth that $10-15. I mean, you're trading, so you're not going to be like, if you're winning, you should be able to make $10 or $15 a trade, or not a trade, but you should be able to at least make $10-15 a month for a trade, out of one trade, to be able to pay that extra. But that way you get more value. Like I said, you get that access to frameworkfortune.com, which is going to be rolling out here soon. I'm going to roll them both out at the same time. So the website is pretty much set up. Just a couple of little things that I've got to do. But I'm so pressed for time right now. The whole market. So the whole well, over the net, I'm still bearish on the stock market. At some point, the stock market is going to correct really hard. There's just no doubts about it. They can't keep buying up. As soon as the Fed stop buying stocks and treasuries and all that, there's going to be a gap of billions of dollars of buying that's going to be gone from the stock market. So when that happens, nobody's going to come in and fill that gap. So at some point, the market is going to crash, whether it be here this time on this little pullback, or if the market rebounds, whatever. I don't really know. We do have like a double bottom there where it's bounced off the 50 twice, so maybe we'll see it push for new highs first. But at some point, this market is going to come down. But it's just hard to know when, because like I said, they're buying 50-something billion dollars or whatever it is a month into treasuries in the stock market. This is an inflated bubble to hell. We have seen cryptos follow the stock market some. Like when the SPY drops real hard, cryptos will drop real hard. So I'm concerned about that for the crypto market, but I don't think they should have that correlation. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me for the cryptos to be correlated to the U.S. stock market. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I think we'll see. I think we'll probably see the market crash and cryptos have another big correction, and then we'll see money run out of the stock market and run into the crypto markets. And then I think the crypto markets will crash again,
and then I think we'll see gold and silver run, because after the crypto market crashes again, there's nowhere to put your money if the stock market's crashed and cryptos are crashed. And I'm not putting my money in treasury or bonds. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm not keeping cash either. Like I heard Harry Dent the other day. Harry Dent's talking about pretty much the same stuff that I always talk about, how dumb the government is and the Federal Reserve, and that they don't make any sense and they don't know what they're doing. And I get that there's a whole aspect of, well, you're not in the government, you don't know, you can't, you're just judging them off of what you see. But they're doing a pretty terrible job. Like I said, a baked potato could do a better job than what they're doing. So it's not I don't have a political bias one way or the other. I think both sides of that are in office right now are really I don't know, they're not doing a great job. Then that's the other thing. If we continue to spend money and continue to print money, that U.S. dollar is going to crack. Like a U.S. dollar is already low, and it does not show any signs of rebounding anytime soon. There's not any reason why it would. They'd have to take deflationary measures, and the Fed has already said that they are not going to take deflationary measures. They are going to let inflation ride, that it's only transitory. So, but Harry Dent was saying that, he's saying all that stuff, same thing I've been saying, and then he goes, yeah, I'm putting my money in cash and high yield treasuries. And I'm like, what? Like, how'd you come to that conclusion? You don't know who Harry Dent is. He's a big economist guy, whatever, big investor. But I think he's got it all wrong. Even he was on Rich Dad radio channel with Robert Kiyosaki, and Robert Kiyosaki said the same thing I was thinking. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you said all of that about the government and you're going to be bullish on cash? Nah. Gold, silver, and cryptos. But the crypto market is not going anywhere. I can tell you that for sure. It'd have to be something drastic, and at this point, I don't think, like, China banned cryptos, but that's just China. There's still every other country in the world that allows them, and I don't know. There's too many people right now working on community-driven projects in the crypto space that are going to better everybody's lives in every type of sector, and it's just long term, cryptos is where it's going to be. The blockchain technology the governments are not going to be able to beat that technology. The best they can do is do the same thing, but they're not going to allow it to be decentralized. So it's going to be centralized. That defeats the whole purpose of cryptocurrencies being decentralized. So people who know about cryptos are not going to want to put their money in a fake digital dollar, because it's the same thing. The government's making it. It has no value. It's just fiat currency still, even though it's digital. Where most cryptocurrencies have some type of real project behind them that's doing something. That's going to, like I said, innovate and change the way we do things. And even if the stock market crashes, it won't be down forever. It'll be good buying opportunities to buy stocks that you keep on your watch list for cheap. Like if I see Intel down at $20 or AMD down at $20, something like that, I'm buying them. There's a lot of strong companies. If I see Tesla's down like under 100 or something because the market dropped so hard, yeah, I'm buying it. That's why I don't care if the market crashes. I'm ready for it because I want to get those cheap discount prices like I just did with the cryptos. The crypto market crashed so fast and so hard. I knew we were going to be close to a bottom, so I just started buying a few things and got up in some profits, took profits from some of them and moved it over to other ones I wasn't in that were starting to run. Like, that's the best time to be an investor and trader, is when the markets crash, after they crash. Being an investor and trader at the top of a bull run like we're at right now is going to be tricky, because you're going to get so much selling stuff all the time. Once the whole market's crashed, nobody's selling stocks anymore because everybody's already sold out. All there is to do is buy stocks. So they're going to go up once they hit a bottom. Just like last year when we had the COVID drop in the stock market. Some of you guys wasn't around on the channel then, but in One Life and Daniel B and a few others, Dom and Mark Dalton, we were buying up stuff and in the start of that rebound. Once we hit that bottom and things looked like it was rebounding, we got a bunch of, they all got different things than I did, but I knew what I was wanting for my portfolio, and I got stupid deals on stuff. So that's the good thing. You just want to be prepared for when it happens. And there's a possibility it may never happen. I really don't know how much the government and the Federal Reserve can keep it up. I just don't think they can. But, I could be wrong. We're starting to get a big rip here on PRIS. So the second time I've been in it, getting some more profits here. But it's just started pushing. So I'm going to give it a chance here to see if it can run more than 275. Because we're just breaking above that 200 day. And this is really good news. Positive phase 3. Oh yeah, big buying coming in there. Bid's trying to stack at 270. Let's see if I can stay in there. Yeah, there we go. Keep going. That's what I'm talking about. Right there at 275. Let's get to 3. If we can get to 3, I'll probably take it at 3. Boy, it's trying to push through this area. There it goes. Come on. You're not that far. You're almost there. Up, up. Come on. Break through at 280. You're so close. Just a little bit more buying. Go ahead and lock 10 of it out here. 275 is trying to hold, but when you're up in profit, you gotta lock something out. You can't be greedy. I've been getting too greedy on this account, and this new strategy that I'm using, as you guys can see, has worked pretty decent. I did take that one loss yesterday, but that, like I said, that was the first time of me trying this strategy on the stocks, so I wasn't sure how well it was going to work. Because it worked great on cryptos, but now that I'm in, this will be the 4th trade that I've made with this strategy. Looks like we're going to push over 280 here. We may get that push to 3. Very nice. And see, this is what I was saying about the strategy too. I got this, right here off of the 20 days, so I was in pretty good in a good support area, and was able to get I'm able to get all this rip so far. If it can break through 280, if it starts getting hung up there for too long, I'm probably gonna lock everything out. Man, this thing wants to go too, and it is just struggling there. So we'll give a stream about 10-15 more minutes here, and then I gotta get going. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. So if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or any more questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in so I can get you answered and taken care of. So I gotta get this interview video out today with the CEO of BTCS, so you guys can check that out. Because we had some pretty good discussion with Charles from BTCS. There's going to be tons of content coming out the rest of this week and into next week. All types of different stuff. Let's see, how close are we on the 1 minute to the... Okay, yeah, so you can see this is what I was saying yesterday. On the 1 minute, when the price comes off of the 20-day quite a bit, it's got to come back down a little bit. So you can see that it's trying to catch up. The 20 days trying to catch up with the price of the stock. And that's what you want to see. You want the 20 to be catching up, because then you're getting more of a... You're going to get a good bullish moves eventually, and sometime get a nice big pop off of the trend line. But that's where you see right there, it was just riding right along there, and then as soon as it started getting a little buying volume, and the 20 crossed back over the 50 right there, and that's right where I got in at 250. Oh, actually I got in here. I actually got in quicker than that. Oh yeah, I thought it was going to cross there, and it didn't. Oh, actually, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did cross right there where I got in at. You can just barely see it. Let me zoom in on this and see here. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see right there. Where's it at? Yeah, right there. See the 20, it came down, crossed below a little bit, maybe not even below, maybe just right on the 50, and then it crossed back over. And as soon as it crossed back over, that's when I got in, and now we're just riding this trend, this little 20-day moving average up. You know, I don't have to sit here and watch the level 2. Don't have to sit here and watch the time and sales. Just watch this little guy run. You know, as long as it's above the 20-day moving average, and I don't really care. So his strategy is effective. So we hit a high of 284. But it still looks... Come on. See, OBLN still okay. Just not a lot of volume on it at the moment. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's what's happening. We're
The 9 is catching, or the 20-day is catching up. The candles are catching up. They're coming down towards it. The 20's coming up. So as they kind of collide, we should see another bounce off of it, unless it's going to crack here. But also, I don't have to draw a bunch of support and resistance lines. Like this is what I was trying to tell Daniel B in One Life yesterday. It's like you don't want to use all these indicators and stuff. Well, you gotta. I mean, I can see support and resistance without drawing it, but it still helps to see it. So I don't have to draw it. I mean, you look at this on this 1 minute. This is perfect. It's holding up the 20-day, sloping support. It cracks below the 20-day, bounces off the 50-day, cracked below that, bounces off the 100-day. Then it got back up there, and then it just rode right up on these EMAs. So I didn't have to draw any support lines or do any of that. The damn computer is doing it for me. The algorithm, the AI, or whatever Thinkorswim uses for these moving averages. It's some type of algorithmic programming. And why would you go against a robot? I am not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm even close to being smarter than a robot. So it's taken all the emotion out of my trading. And this is what I was saying yesterday, is that my biggest problem is not that I don't know how to trade. I know exactly how to trade. I know a ton of information on trading. But my emotions, the discipline, those are the things that I have a hard time with. And this AI, this just using these moving averages, is taking all of that out. I'm not having, like yesterday I was chilling. Today I've been chilling. I'm just talking, watching as long as it stays above there. I mean, I don't have to sit here every minute and say, we're looking for the 1 minute candle to close here. Like, I was overthinking it. I've been overthinking it, trying to trade naked charts and stuff, and that's fine. Like I said yesterday, if you want to do that, but for me personally, this is solving my weaknesses. And even though I lost yesterday on AMVS with that loss, when I got in it, it did run $7. I just didn't lock in anything right there. So every trade that I've been in this week with this strategy, I have been in the green. But it's keeping me from making all my human error mistakes and my mental mistakes that I make all the time. Because I'm taking out that element by using these moving averages. So I'm going to keep using this strategy. It works. Like I said, I used it for cryptos. I made about $400. I was at $300 yesterday, but now I'm up to about $400 off of all the positions I got in. And some of them was just going to be day trades, but they kept holding up the EMAs, so I just keep holding them as long as the EMAs are going to hold. But the EMAs are allowing me my brain time to think. I'm not having to do every single thing, not having to think about every single thing, and that was what clicked in my head, was like, we're trading against robots. Why am I sitting here on a naked chart trying to go against a robot? Like, why don't I just use the robot that the robots use, and that way it would be good? Because that's what the algorithm's doing. I keep saying robot. It's not, it's an algorithm. It's not like the made from the Jetsons sitting there trading stocks for people. But I'm just saying the algorithm, this data collection, is going to be smarter than me. So to think for a minute that I'm smarter than an algorithm is insane, and I'm not going to do that. It's like the same thing as Think of it this way.
to fry food, you used to have a lot of oil and you had to have a big pot and it was dangerous. Now you can just get an air fryer and it's not very dangerous. And it just sits right there on your counter and you don't need any oil. So technology makes our lives better. Why are we not using it trading? That's kind of the thought that I had in my head. I looked around my house. I looked at my iRobot and was like, I got this Roomba here, this little iRobot guy that cleans my house. That makes me have more time to do other stuff. And then something John said clicked in my head the Sunday night. And I was like, why am I'm doing this in the rest of my life, making the rest of my life more efficient and easier, but I'm not doing it with my trading. I'm sitting here talking about this and the thing is still running. I'm not, I don't know how much easier this can be. I'm not having to read to level 2 or anything. I'm literally just sitting here, and as long as the 20-day moves up, as long as the candles are above the 20-day, it's easy as that. So I don't care. Yeah, you win. Of course, you win some, you lose some. There's not one strategy that's 100% effective, but for me personally, this strategy really covers the weaknesses that I have as a person, and that's what I needed. I have all the information. I know how to trade. It's just those emotions and the lack of discipline is one of my biggest problems, and this just completely eradicates it. So for me, it's what I need. I need a little robot to stand on my shoulder and tell me, hey, you got this, man. Look, just follow me. Just follow this little green line. Because literally, you don't really have to know what these EMAs are. If I just told you to buy the green line when it crosses over the blue line, you could easily do that. And sell when the candles are off of the green line. So, but it does help to know what they are, because this is 20, 50, 100, 200, and the longer span of the days, the more information that's gathered. So it's going to be more solid information. So that's why the 200-day, which I've always halfway been doing this. I've had the indicators on my daily chart, and that 200-day is always strong. I knew that. But the less days, the weaker it's going to be. So with the 20-day moving average, if the stock is holding above the 20-day, that's not a very strong support line. So if it's holding above that, then it's pretty damn bullish. If it's bouncing off of there, that means buyers have full control. And that's what we're seeing right now on PRS. And that's what we've seen all day. I got in PRS down here originally, got out there, sold the other little bit right there, got back in, and now we're running up again. Look at this, all the way up to 3. So, after another couple of days, or maybe, well, I won't say a couple of days because I got a lot of stuff to do this week, but next week I'll probably record an actual video going into this strategy more in detail, so that way, it's not, like I said, it's not that complicated to understand, but I'll break it down and everything like I do with the other strategies and stuff like that. I'll put that video out next week for you guys. Because I don't see how this strategy is not going to work. You can literally click anywhere, and you guys have been here all morning. You saw how many stocks I ignored because they were not where I wanted these. They were not above the indicators or close. See right here. This guy crossed over back here. The 20-day, the green one, crossed over all these indicators. And then what did it do? It went up, and then it rode across them, and then big explosion off of them. Now it's below them, so guess what? It's bearish. I didn't even look at LADS today. And in 2 minutes, I was able to tell which direction that was going at. Not even 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I could look at that chart and go, oh, the green one is pointing down. So if it's pointing down, it's probably going to keep going down. It's like common sense trading almost. I don't know. I say the same thing. Like any one of these I click on, it's because the moving average is calculated. It's the same on every stock. The moving average calculations don't change. So look right here, crossover. The green one was down here on the bottom, crossed over all the other indicators. Boom, big run in pre-market. Held above, held above, held above. Dropped a little bit, bounced off the 50-day because that's going to be some support. Didn't need to draw a line, didn't need to look at the bottom of the candles. Bounced off of there, come back down, bounced again. And then when it finally cracked below, then it was bearish. And look right there, you can see the crossover where you can really see the crossover to the downside, and it was just over right there. So it doesn't matter what price stock. It doesn't even matter if it's a stock. It works on cryptos. It works on silver and gold. It works on anything because this is a mathematic equation that is being gathered from the charts. So, but all right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. I didn't notice OBLN was coming down. Yeah, so see, OBLN may crack. It's going to try to, which will drag down that EMA. You can see right now it's close. The 20 is still above all the indicators, but it's starting to point down. So we're going to have to see a price jump come back in. I'm going to hold it for now because we are still very bearish or bullish on many of the other time frames. And you can even see it right here on the daily. This is what I was saying yesterday. The 20-day crossed over all the rest of them on the daily, so now OBLN is bullish. I'm probably not going to hold PRIS. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and lock out another 10 shares. I'm going to hold 10 shares of it to see if it breaks over 3 and really starts getting going crazy. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day and get going, guys. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Until next time.